Hi guys, this is Lily
This is Jen.
And Geo.
with 2kBELOW, and today we're going to talk about this post that was posted on Reddit, and we got some barbecue chicken pizza from Trader Joe's. We
Diet pizza under 10 calories.
No, it's not 10
That's
calories.
what we want to think.
Yes, that's what we're going to think. And
We're gaslighting ourselves today.
we are. So here, we're going to read the Reddit, and you guys, let's see what you guys think. Yeah. Okay.
And this is the
I am the asshole page
I'm in this
on Reddit. So, am I the asshole for telling my sister-in-law that how I treat my niece is none of her business? What do you think so far?
I think he is.
He is? Okay. So,
It's a she. Is it a she?
no, so
It's a guy?
we don't know. Let's see. We actually don't know. So, my brother has a daughter named Lou, female, 10 years old. He also recently married to Jane, female, 43, who has a daughter named Elle,
I'm already
female,
confused. Are they
11.
lesbian?
No.
His brother, her brother.
Yeah, her brother or his
So
brother.
she's a woman.
Yes.
We're assuming it's a woman.
It's a girl. Her brother has a little girl from a previous
Her
marriage.
brother has. Okay.
So Lou.
Mm-hmm.
And her brother just remarried or
Okay.
met this other woman who she also has a little daughter.
The new woman has her own daughter.
Yes.
And
Okay.
he has his own daughter. So now Lou and Addie, right?
Lou and Elle.
Elle is the...
They're a melted
now they're
family.
stepsisters.
Yes.
Blended.
But they're blended family, but just very new, right?
Yeah.
Newly blended.
New blended family.
New blended family.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. And then no, it wasn't a girl. I, male, 29, am very close to Lou.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
So the one
So
talking.
it's a guy
The
and his
auntie.
brother.
Yeah. The guy speaking.
The uncle.
The uncle.
Oh, it's
is-
an uncle.
It's
Yes,
an uncle.
it's an
And
uncle.
he's asking, is he an asshole for telling his sister-in-law to not butt into his business with his
Oh,
niece?
now it's you, because I had a different perspective of in my head and I was like so adamant about my response to this, but now that I know he's a guy, in my head changed my
Yeah,
answer
but
a
that's
little bit.
sexist. Hold on.
No,
You haven't
I'll
even.
tell you why.
Okay, but
I'll
wait,
tell you
hold
why.
on, hold on.
Go
First,
ahead.
finish the story.
All right.
Finish the story.
It goes, I, male 29, am very close to Lou. Every time we see each other, we like to wrestle and cuddle, and I generally enjoy annoying her, which, by
Cuddle
the
with
way,
kids.
she loves.
No.
Oh, yes.
No. Cuddle with a kid? Hell no. You ain't cuddle with my kid.
It's nothing wrong.
No,
no.
Well, Jane recently called me to tell me that Elle is very jealous of Lou because she doesn't have aunts or uncles and asked me to tone it down whenever Elle is there. I told her that I treat my niece is none of her damn business and hung up on the phone. She then sent me a long message basically calling me an asshole. So the thing isn't about her being saying, oh my God, I don't like you being that close to your niece. It's more
exactly.
that she's jealous because he's
Yes.
not giving that same attention to the other little girl, which isn't his niece.
Right. Which, well, let me tell you my thought process when I first heard the story. I was like, well, I think the delivery was wrong because I think what she should have said is, hey, my daughter, yes, she came up to me. She feels a little jealous because you're playing so nicely with your niece and you're loving her so much. And she doesn't have that from us.
Do you think to them both? Yeah.
Do you think maybe you can include her so she can feel more, so she can get that experience versus telling him to cut it off with her?
Which is weird.
Which is, because I'm like, well, that's his uncle and they've had this relationship like this for a while. So why should that change? But maybe include the little girl. Maybe the mom should have said, hey, but now that I found out it's a guy, it's an uncle, maybe he himself doesn't feel comfortable cuddling with this girl he just met, right? Because that can come off as weird.
So this little girl that he cuddles with, that's his sister's daughter.
That's
His
Brother's daughter. Yeah, so he's playing,
So
playing
they're
with
blood,
her.
basically. They're blood. There's a bloodline there.
Yes.
With the other kid, this is just a step nephew.
Yeah, and they just met, so they're just coming in. So he probably felt weird doing the same thing with that girl that he's doing with his own.
And she's not the mom, which is
And
the
she's
weird
not the
part,
mom.
yeah.
But she felt, her daughter probably came to her and said, well, I'm a little jealous because look how much fun Lou's having, and I'm not, why my uncles are And mom, instead of like saying, "Hey, would you like to consider maybe including my daughter in those
Right,
fun
that's what she
games?"
should. But she also is probably not comfortable with him hugging her kid.
No, but said maybe like including like
Like a game and
like
stuff,
games,
yeah.
like hide and seek, or maybe something that maybe she
Uh-huh.
feels special too.
Right off the bat, it sounds like
I think
the
the
brother
mom's
doesn't.
approach. I think it was the mom's approach.
I think the brother just doesn't like the new wife.
Do you think the uncle did anything wrong?
No.
Yeah. I
No,
don't
because
think-
that's his niece.
I think he should play more games in front of the other little girl. And say,
You're like, I want to watch the world burn.
No.
Be like, your mom's a bitch.
No, don't listen to Lily. Your mom's everyone.
So the whole time when you were reading that, I thought the mom was both kids.
He didn't do
mom,
a good job in isolating the other child.
They're like doing work.
let me
This bad uncle. How dare him?
No, I as a mom, when I hear cuddle from an uncle, I'm like, ah. But
No, I get it.
I think the uncle is not the a-hole at all, and I think the uncle straight up doesn't like the wife. Like I
Yeah,
think that they
probably.
dragged this from when he met her, and he just she's probably just a bit a controlling woman, one of those one of the controlling women, because that's like
Yeah, because that
can
seems
tell
a little
somebody
bit.
not
If
to
she
do
would have
something.
approached it differently, because I was reading and I screenshotted this answer because I liked it, because everyone was like, "No, you're not."
An
The
a-hole.
you're
Yeah.
not it, and I was like, yeah, but no one's telling her why, So this was the one that I actually, let me see, screenshot, and I like the answer. A part of the answer it says, everyone telling you that your reaction was rude seems to be missing the part where she told you to tone it down. Fuck that. She could have reached out and asked you if you would mind doing a group activity with the girls, or just talk to you about how she feels sad her own child doesn't have anyone like her in her life. But her solution was to take away from your niece to even things out.
That's a part
I would
like.
have had some
Rather
more
more
choice words before hanging up, and someone stuck their nose in my business and spoke to me like that. So I think it was the mom's approach.
No, are you kidding me? The uncle didn't do a good job. He didn't traumatize them enough. I'm like, bitch, you're gonna butt in between me and my niece, and then
No, it's like
Yeah.
and then what does that tell you about the mom, that she doesn't care enough about her stepkid now because she wants the uncle not to be loving with her.
I wonder if maybe she was embarrassed, and she was maybe in her feelings and embarrassed at the same time when she sent that message and didn't quite come across as she really wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
she didn't proofread it,
Yeah, maybe she was just, like, did it,
but it was a phone conversation because he says.
do you have a tendency?
same thing.
Not perfect.
Do you? Yeah, I do.
No, we
I
all
get in my
do.
feelings, and then
If
I'm
we're
like,
angry, we proofread, because otherwise you can sound so angry with text.
no,
No.
no. You'll know if I'm angry. I'm not gonna try to hide that. If I'm furious, you'll know I'm furious.
Do you have to proofread your crap?
Oh,
No.
hell yeah.
Unless it's something where I know it might be used against me later, I don't proofread. I'm very raw.
I proofread. Depends on who I'm talking. If it's somebody that I'm very if I'm just furious, then hell breaks loose. But I try to cut that down in my life. Really, I used to be, but then people don't ever say anything on text that you don't want it somewhere, because people you don't finish knowing people. Somebody can screenshot it when they hate you and make you play you in a different light than what you. Anyway,
Oh yeah, things can be taken out of context very
Yeah.
easily.
and if you text it, you're screwed.
Yeah.
That's why I send voice notes.
I didn't erase them.
Jen taught me.
She taught me how
She
to.
taught me because she kept sending. I'm like, how the fuck do you send this? And then
Yeah.
Jill's like, how the fuck do you do this? I
I have
go,
to, like, screen
Oh, really?
record how she does it to
I'm a
teach me how
bad
to do it.
virus. That's what I do. I hate texting. I just listen to my voice. If you don't, if you can hear my voice, you
I
don't like
hate
me
my
enough.
voice, so I like to text because I don't like my voice.
well, it's easier because when you're,
You're
driving,
driving.
for me,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hear you.
the voice memos.
Mm-hmm.
So I was sending this to a coworker, a voice memo, because I was driving. He goes, no, either fucking call me or text me. He goes, I hate this fucking voice memo shit. I gotta listen to. He's like,
I don't mind it, but I never used it.
I don't like the iPhone one, but on WhatsApp it's so much easier. It's more practical. But here, on iPhone, they disappear.
oh yeah,
Yeah, an iPhone. Yeah, I noticed that yours disappeared too. But is that something from the settings, or is that something that they just do?
You can keep them, yeah.
Oh, okay. So
But
you
then-
can
but then
change it in your
But then
settings.
you have all this memory used on your phone. For
Oh,
nothing.
so it takes
Mhm.
up your memory. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
So yeah, okay. So are we all in agreement that the uncle wasn't the asshole then?
No, he was.
Yeah,
not.
he was not.
So people are telling him that he was the asshole.
No, people were telling him he was not.
Yeah.
But I also wanted them to give him the option to be like, hey, maybe still include her. Like, yeah, you're not the asshole, but let's not forget there's still another child that still feels that way.
Right.
But why does he have to include her? Like, that's not his niece.
Well, it is now.
but
No, but what if he doesn't want to?
But it's now.
Where's this?
Well, because I mean, if
Where is
you're
this coming from? Who
if
are
your
you?
if your brother married,
I was just saying, but like,
It's a child we're talking about.
I
Like,
understand
you're
that, but-
hard, you know what I mean? Like,
if your
it's a
brother
little
marries
child.
someone, they become family, whether you like it or not. And if you're not,
but what if
them,
he
no.
doesn't like them? What if he doesn't like any of them? He
That's
just
how it sounds like. I guarantee you, that guy hates that bitch.
maybe he's trying to be
Maybe.
nice on Reddit, and the little
But he
girl's a
didn't
bitch
say that.
herself.
He didn't. He only.
He didn't add a lot of details. Because what if the other kid is insufferable? You know, 'cause
Yeah,
some
like
kids are
what if she's a
annoying,
fucking
dude.
yeah?
But what if she's not, and it was just
Well,
that?
but we don't know because
And-
he
Well,
didn't finish
well,
telling us.
yeah.
So
He
that's
left a
why-
question mark for
Did he
us
answer?
here.
That's why
Did he
I
reply?
believe that they were fine. So there's no reason for us to assume that he hated her from before, or the kid is annoying, because he didn't say any of that.
Because
He didn't
if
say,
you
"Hey,
hang
I
out-
already have a rocky relationship with my
Right.
brother's wife, and now to top it off, she told me to ease things down with my."
No, but he doesn't give
you
any
know.
backstory. But also, you can
So-
assume that from him just hanging out. If
Yeah,
it's
'cause-
somebody you like,
I
you
would
give them
too.
the
Honestly,
chance.
I would too. If she would have approached me like that, I would too.
Mhm.
Her approach was wrong. I'll be like, "What the hell do you mean? I'm gonna tone it down
No,
with my."
But let's say this is somebody that you get along with. You at least you make the effort.
No,
of
even
staying on
worse.
the
If I
phone.
we would get along and you still come at me like that, I would be even more comfortable to let you know how I feel.
But-
Bitch,
right,
you
but not-
know me. You know this is
but-
gonna piss me off.
but
Why are you
not
coming at me
hung
like
up the
this?
phone.
Yeah, we'll hang
You
up the
try
phone.
to like work it out. because you know
No,
that person.
no, we're gonna hang. Like when I'm calming down, we're gonna work it out. But when I'm heated,
But
you
exactly,
heated.
like he's not working it out at all.
Well, that's why he. I guess he's trying, because that's why he posted this. He wants to know if he's the asshole or not. He has some remorse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because he wouldn't have
I guess
posted.
yeah, that's right. Maybe he felt like shit. Am I?
Yeah, am I the
stepping or what?
asshole?
Yeah.
But no, I think he was right. I think if she approached
still
him
didn't reach out
differently,
to
he
her.
probably would have been like, well, it's not. Even if he hated her, I think even if I hate someone and she would have said, hey, my daughter feels left out, do you mind including her? Because, I want.
And what if he would have said no?
And that's fine. At least he would have said no, right? He would have known I'm the asshole because I said no, because I didn't want to. He
Mhm.
wouldn't have to wonder whether he was the asshole or not,
Mhm.
because he already.
Maybe he is.
But if she would have
wondering,
approached him that way, because I even if I hated her and she would have said, "Hey, I would have been like, oh, that poor kid. Like, you know what? Let's go get some ice cream. You know what? Even if
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of things hanging out, and then either the kid was absolutely insufferable, and the uncle is like, "Fuck this little kid. I don't want anything to do with her," and I'm going to.
I didn't get that
Maybe
vibe.
it
I think
does.
it's just the mom's approach to him. I think she was just sounding like a entitled bitch by saying, "Tone shit down with your niece, so my kid doesn't
Right.
suffer." She should
And
have
it's not even
said,
her kid.
my
That's
kid
what-
is jealous
the
and
worst
it's
part.
normal. She's 7. She's, of course, she wants what your niece has, a loving
I'm
family.
telling you, they don't like each other.
And
That's-
it's probably true, but even if that,
Mm.
like, I would never take it out on a 7-year-old or whatever, how old they are. I would still, make the kid feel special and then
Right.
treat you like shit.
But that's that's what I'm saying. That's why he doesn't like her, because the mom thinking like that, like, okay, my stepchild shouldn't get the loving from her uncle because I say so, because my kid is more important.
I had to
her
go buy a
delivery
puppy
was
the next
shit.
day for
Yeah,
my
she
niece.
shouldn't have said
What?
that.
I said to go buy a puppy for my niece the next day.
Oh, like,
like-
watch the world burn.
Shut up.
Like, you want to go to the movies and walk the puppy?
You know who the angels are here? This is us right here. Two blondes, and then we have.
I think she should he should be like, F you, this is my niece. Period.
Well,
I
that's
thought
what
she
he
was
pretty
the
much
mom,
said
you
when
know?
he hung up on her.
Uh-huh.
He's pretty much said "f you."
Plus, you don't know
Like-
exactly how the conversation went, because if he hung up, maybe it got heated. Maybe she was like, "Don't do that," like, who the hell are you to tell me what to do?
No,
bitch?
he did say he sent her. She ended up. He hung up on her, and then she ended up sending him a lengthy message.
Oh yeah,
pretty
that part,
much calling him an asshole.
Wow. No.
So that pretty much
But-
answered his question. Am I the asshole?
There's going
No.
to be a
He
very
got called?
uncomfortable Thanksgiving.
No, he was being an uncle. Like he wasn't probably comfortable, even if he loves kids to death. And let's say he wanted to wrestle and treat her the same as his niece. It's uncomfortable because he just met that girl, and he's not his dad. It's not her real uncle. Like hovering over a child that's not yours can be a little, especially
if
nowadays.
If it was her, if she was
So
the
yeah,
mom,
I can see his hesitation.
different.
It was his mom,
That
the
wasn't what
mom's
the story
approach. He
was at
should have
all.
said, "Listen, I don't want you to cuddle my daughter, but I would like
Yeah.
maybe play some games with her so she can feel included." I don't know.
I think second wives get the worst, kind of, because the family's already seasoned on the person being married to someone, and you're sometimes used to that person, and especially if they already like him. So the second wife comes in, and sometimes they just don't like the second wife. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like, who's this bitch? She's a stranger. Like, we want like what we know already. That's what I like. If he's that close to the first little girl, that tells you like he was probably close to the mom too.
What's his name?
Well, it's his niece, regardless.
That's what I think.
A lot of people, like I had great relationships with my uncles.
Yeah.
I still do to this day.
I don't have any relationship with my family, but I don't hate them. They're just there. But I think that
I think my uncles are a vibe. You have to
love
go.
my
They're a
uncle.
vibe.
Yeah, you have to go to Nicaragua or New York, and you'll see.
Are they party people?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they say some awkward stuff, but like not towards me. They just say it in general.
Filter.
Yeah, no filter.
I love uncles.
So no, I don't think it was his fault.
Yeah,
I
me
think
neither.
it was just a misunderstanding. I
I
think they could have
think,
communicated that a lot better.
And you don't tell an adult what to do. You just don't. Like, tone it down. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tone it down. This is my family,
Yeah.
bitch. If anything,
And that's how they always been. So it
you
wasn't
and your
something
new kid
Yeah.
are the new people in this equation. This is my
Yeah.
niece. I know her since she was a baby or whatever. Yeah,
Maybe they shouldn't bring the other little girl around anymore.
imagine if he said that. Imagine if he said that to her.
No,
Like, hey, you know what? When I hang out with them,
I think you guys are a problem. You guys shouldn't come along anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Be like, I need my visitation rights with my niece. So
You know what? We need to follow this up. I'm too invested now.
Yeah, we need to ask for an update.
We need to DM him and be like,
I'm gonna have to ask.
no, seriously, be like, we
We
had
need
a
to
whole podcast about this. We need to know.
Look,
We're
motherfucker.
invested now. We have to.
We're here defending your ass. We need an
Yeah.
update.
Yeah.
but no,
But I bet they
mister,
made up.
you're not-
You watch, and I bet they're not hating each other. I think it was just this one incident.
Yeah.
Because if not, he would have been on Reddit by now another 100 times.
It probably is. I just haven't looked for it.
Well, we need to know that too. How about that? God, what's his name? We need to find out.
What's
Whoever
that
he
dude?
is, we need to know. Let's see.
You're like, look, motherfucker, I need to know, did you ever make up? Did you include this other little girl?
Are they divorced by now? Thanks to you.
Yeah.
Like, divorce this fucking bitch.
Watch him being in jail.
Oh,
she
Jane
accused
recently called me to tell me Ellie's very jealous of Lou because she doesn't have an ounce of this.
No, the
okay.
other little girl doesn't have an aunt or uncle, so she doesn't like know what type of
His
reaction.
grammar is terrible. I told her that how I treat my niece is none of her damn business. That was see, adding the whole damn thing. He's still angry about it. He's like he put damn business.
Yeah,
And
I'm sure
then
he's
she
so
sent
angry
me
about it. I'll
a
be
long
too.
message basically calling me an asshole. Basically calling me an asshole.
So why didn't he contact his brother though?
Yeah, exactly.
I would have contacted my brother and be like,
I'm sure
your
he
girl's a
probably
bitch.
did, but he wanted like an outside opinion on
What's NTA?
whether he was an asshole. or
What?
not.
What's NTA?
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
see, I'll just show up to all of this, so Lou has to suffer. That mom doesn't care about the stepkid, and that is the
NTA
problem.
is not the asshole.
Not the
I
asshole.
figured that out. Yeah. So not the asshole.
We're
So
too
those
old
are
for this shit.
all the all
Not
the
the
We're
asshole.
the old women that use pagers that I don't know this lingo.
yeah, the pager ladies. So NTA are all in favor of him.
Yes. But yeah, see, I'm telling you, she's the problem. Her kid's jealousy of something beyond the control is none of her business. You should have to change anything in your relationship to your family. Yeah. That's about like
And look, I like this answer too. Like this person says, as a stepchild on both sides, her and her daughter's jealousy issues are none of your concern. You could have been nicer when telling her to back off, but she needs to understand that you don't get to waltz in in and change a family dynamic that you are a newcomer to. If they had been step siblings since they were two, it would have been a different story. But they only recently joined the family, and are wanting to change the dynamics how extended family interacts with their niece. Nope, that is not okay in the slightest. So I agree. If she wants to change that behavior, it's not okay. If she wants her child to be included in
She should say
those
that,
activities,
yeah.
she should have just said that. Like,
she
hey,
she approached this the wrong
Yeah.
way. It's like, tell your
but I hope
sister-in-law
in my
she can
heart
continue.
that was the intent on her behalf. Like, hey, include my daughter
But she
versus.
didn't say that.
She didn't say that. That's why I don't know if it was just poor communication on her behalf, or she really felt that he
No,
should
that
tone it
wasn't-
down around her own daughter, which that's wrong.
That's not poor communication, because poor communication.
of words. How about that?
No, because she
Somebody
flat
said has a
out
point. This would have
said,
been the first of a long
don't
list of
act,
requests.
don't behave that way with
I
your
like to
niece no
give
more.
people the benefit
No,
of the doubt,
that's
as
your
you know.
problem.
I know, that's my
That's why you get in trouble.
Because I have a good heart, and I would
That's not being a
go
good heart.
out.
That's being
You
gullible
know,
and dumb.
No. You
Yes.
can't be living thinking
You-
people are out
no.
to get you all the time.
I don't think people are out to
Because I'm
get
not
me.
out,
but
I'm not
I-
like maliciously thinking
I
how I'm gonna
expect,
get
like,
people.
I don't expect.
So I expect people to, like, if I'm thinking kindness and I see your aura and I see your, like, in a positive.
You see my aura?
Yeah, and
What
I
color?
shut up. And I see you. You know, I look at you in a positive
No, I
way.
need to know.
I
You
have
see
to
my
say-
aura?
I'm just happy she's
I
avoiding
know.
the word vibe, because
Because-
I hate the word vibe.
What do you mean?
I don't like the word vibe, and you're not saying it, so I like that. You're saying aura.
Well, yeah, no, because it's not the vibe that I get from her. It's really like it's something else. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's
thank you. I am very sweet.
From where? From Lily or from the mom?
No, from her. I'm talking
Oh.
about Lily. No, I don't even know that bitch. I'm talking about Lily. You
That
know?
I
bitch
feel
is a-
love.
That bitch has a bad aura.
Yeah, like with me, I have never sit in a gray area. It's black or white. So I either like you or I don't like you. But I'm not disrespectful to you. Like,
Yeah.
if I don't like you, we're just not gonna mesh. But that doesn't mean I'm out to get you or out to badmouth you, or
Exactly.
No.
we just don't
Well,
mesh.
when you're
But
an
the thing
adult,
is,
you're
like-
an adult. That's
Yeah, I
it,
mean,
yeah.
you move on. You don't have to be everyone's cup of tea, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
You don't, but this is how I see it too.
But, oh my
Okay,
God, Lily
look,
wants to watch
we
the
got a
world
butt
burn.
going on.
Definitely.
She's like, no, but fuck that.
Yeah.
Yes, because she showed you her true colors. So
Yeah, but
The
people do make mistakes. We're humans. Like, we do fuck up. We sometimes, we
Are we
fuck
talking
up.
about the
No.
sister-in-law still, right?
Huh?
we're talking
No,
about
we're not.
just
Yeah,
in general.
Okay.
Okay, because my thing is, like, I don't live my life thinking people are out to hurt me. Okay,
Right.
I don't live paranoid. I don't care.
Right.
Like, I think you're out to do your best. The moment you do something wrong, that's who you are. It was just a matter of time you were going to show
Are
me.
you really?
Yeah.
No.
Just so don't fuck up.
Because I'm like nervous now. No, like people
No,
make
I don't mean it like
mistakes,
that.
Even in friendships,
no.
relationships, as mothers, as
But
girlfriends, we do mistakes, and sometimes those mistakes can be a little bigger. I'm not talking like cheating, because that's a character flaw, right? I'm not
Yeah.
talking about that stuff, but maybe I haven't cooked you a meal in like 6 days now. You know what
That's
I mean?
different.
As a
If I
girlfriend or as a
could-
wife, I'm just saying. Because
Well, 'cause she
but that
needs
doesn't make me a
betrayal.
bad
You're
wife,
betraying
because
her.
I'm
Yeah.
maybe I'm doing everything else fine, but I just haven't gotten to that, or everyone's love language is different,
But that's not love. We're not talking about love.
right? But
We're talking about her, the way
Her-
she reacted
yes,
to the uncle.
but see that can, because I can say things that I are not politically correct in America here, that might come off as insulting, but to me, like, it's not insulting. I'm just being honest, or the way I see things, and that to a lot of people can come off as, oh, like, that's how she is, or that's mean, or it's rude, or it's cutthroat, or but no.
But that's not cutthroat. She was telling him, stop acting like that with your own niece so you don't hurt my daughter's feelings. Like,
Yes,
and that's not cutthroat. That's her showing how she
but
is.
she
she
should have so in her feelings.
There's no
that
other
she could've-
way.
What if he would have approached her, be like, okay, so do you want me to include your daughter, or do you want me to stop playing with my niece?
That's what
And
I'm
if she
saying.
said,
But that wasn't
so
his
is-
job to explain
I know,
that. That
but
was
I would-
hers to say it
Right.
the first time and say it correctly.
I get
because
it,
she's
but
a
now as an
douchebag.
adult, right? Because I don't want to rock the boat. I want to get clarity.
But she
right?
rocked it. So now
She
he
did,
has
but
to finish
I
it.
no.
Those two didn't. I'm telling you, those two didn't like each other.
And
right off the
and you're
bat.
probably right. I'm not saying
You
you're
can
not.
tell, like they just
I'm not saying what
the
you know
new
it's
wife
wrong
is
or.
getting like.
But I
all the
don't
heat.
think that when people like yes, there's character flaws are different than mistakes. Like you can make mistakes as a friend, as a girlfriend, as a wife, as a mom, and you learn from them if you're really a true genuine person, right? You try not to do that same mistake again. But mistakes happen, you
I'm here
fuck
for
up.
the guy, okay? I'm defending him. Not
Yeah,
her.
me too.
Okay, well, stop
But I
defending
want
her.
to keep that family together. Okay, I don't want the dad to get a third divorce because of Lily.
I say bring
He's gonna
on.
look for a third wife.
Say bring on the third wife. Bring on the third wife with no kids, please. We want a young
We don't want
19-year-old.
anyone jealous of.
Yeah,
us.
we need
exactly.
someone that Andrew Tate will approve of. That
my
could be
God.
manipulated.
Bring him
We
up.
managed a way to drag him to this. No, she's wrong. He's, I mean, not
I'm
wrong.
gonna flood you with Andrew Tate's videos from now on. Be like,
God, I can't stand that man. But I don't think. Yeah, he's not the. You're not the asshole.
You know Andrew Tate? I'm
Not
sorry.
we're gonna talk about.
I have to say
about
it. I have to talk about it. But he has a retarded face like he was inbred. Have you noticed his chin is all the way back?
he has a long neck too.
The
right?
brother
And
is
a little
good looking
tiny-
though.
The brother,
little
the
tiny
brother.
But
Are
the
they-
brother's
is he
married and has
adopted?
kids, too.
I don't know. I just don't like.
But
him.
Andrew Tate, like with all
is
that
Andrew Tate
money.
Romanian?
No,
Oh, okay. Where's he
He's
from?
half
American?
no.
Yes.
Where did he come from? I mean, he was just an
I think he's
MMA
in
fighter.
Chicago.
dude.
Watch.
He
Oh,
came out of the dumpster.
Yeah, he came out of something.
I know.
He came out of a
Born
butthole.
in the
He
USA.
probably
He's
did.
a product of the American people.
I don't think so.
I
wanna
don't
bet?
think so.
Okay.
He lived in.
Andrew
He was an MMA fighter, that I know.
Wiki.
I thought he was a boxer.
Or we're boxer.
No,
whatever.
yes, he was a MMA or a boxer. MMA fighter or a boxer.
What is he?
Okay, we'll find out.
Okay, hold on, you guys.
Is he like a Dan Bilzerian kind of thing?
American British media personality. American because he's born in Washington D.C.
You know when somebody's described as a
So he's
personality,
American.
they are a nobody. They're literally, if you're a personality or whatever the hell, you're a nobody.
Well, we're talking about him, so
title.
he's a personality.
He is a dumbass.
We're talking about him. But yes, kickboxer. That's what he was.
He just says this outrageous things to
Who's Emery
get
Tate? Is that his dad?
clout.
Oh, so he has a black father. Okay. And
Yeah.
So, but he was born here.
yeah, he was born in Washington D.C. He's
Okay.
36 years old. So he's American and maybe British as a second citizenship. Maybe he resided there years later and got his second citizenship. Which
Why?
makes him American British.
Was he running from the law here too?
Maybe.
It looks like he has a habit of running from the law.
But I have two passports. But if I have to, I have an excuse.
You don't say that out loud.
Well, I just
Well, if
did.
you had those,
You guys didn't hear
you
that.
have two passports.
I have
too.
to bribe.
Were you born in Nicaragua?
I have to bribe your guy to cut this out.
What type of
you-
bribe
do you-
are we talking about?
Were you born in Nicaragua?
Yeah,
So you have two passports too.
I have one.
Well, you can get a Nicaraguan passport.
Yeah.
I have a Peruvian passport and an American passport.
It depends because after 2017, or right after 9/11, after 2012, they wouldn't allow to keep dual citizenship.
No, you can have those.
Well, there was a period where you couldn't do it. Now you can again, but there was a time
You
period
have to
where
renounce to one.
because when I did it in 2017, I was not allowed. No, I'm sorry, 2005. When did I get my citizenship? No, 2007. I got my citizenship, and I was not allowed to have dual citizenship. But because I still have my birth certificate, when I went to Romania, I got a Romanian passport with the birth certificate from there
Right.
because they can't deny it. You know, I'm born
Right.
there, so you go with all the documents. They will give you
But
a
that's what I'm
passport.
saying. Like they didn't make you renounce and show a paper that you renounced.
No.
Okay. So that's like a.
But I
That's a
tried
big
to keep
loophole.
my they took my passport at the time and they gave me they told me I can only use the American passport. So at that
Okay.
time they took my Romanian passport and
well, that still is like you can only travel with one passport.
no, I actually went during the pandemic. I had to travel with both because the Americans were not allowed to travel until August 14th, and I was leaving the 12th. And so there was a 2-day period where Americans were still not allowed. Anyone with an American passport could not enter Europe.
But that's a slip.
So-
you could have got
So I had to get my Romanian passport and show them that
your
you know
entry.
Yeah, because
So
they wouldn't
it's
let
still
me.
logged, like,
Because I
entries
could have
still
been a
logged there.
visitor here. They don't know, like, because people come and go all the time. They don't know if I show them a Romanian passport, they're gonna think I'm Romanian. I went to visit someone overseas and I came back, right?
Uh-huh.
And same thing, if you come here with an American passport, they think you went on vacation and you came home and that's it. But so then with the pandemic, Americans were not allowed to enter Europe until a certain time
Right,
period, and
right,
I
right.
didn't know about that. And I got my tickets earlier, and then when I got to the
Oh, so you have to enter with the
airport,
Romanian
they're like,
passport.
"Yeah, you can't leave with an American passport." I'm like, "Wait, what?" I'm like, "What do you mean? I'm already here. I have my bags. My flight is plane's leaving in like a couple hours." So they said, "Do you have another passport?" I'm like, Yeah, but not with me." It's like,
Mhm.
get someone to get a copy. So I called my mom. She got out of the safe, made copies, sent it to me on the phone, and I traveled with that
Oh wow.
because I could. And I didn't even show my American passport.
Did you go alone or with the kids?
It was just me then.
Okay, because I was like, how did he get the kids out?
No, it was pre-kids. It was the first time I went in 2020. I didn't have Sachin then. I got pregnant with him as soon as I got back.
And the other baby?
And my son was 10 and it was school year, so he was in school and with his dad. So he didn't come with me that year. But then he came, 21, 22,
Uh-huh.
and this year too. But yeah,
That's,
so
yeah.
I was thinking of getting because I have my U.S. passport.
You can. I know you can have both because they don't. I mean, unless you do work for like the government, they do ask you to renounce at some point to your other citizenship, or they ask you, "Are you willing to renounce to it?" And then you can say whatever you want. I'd be like,
But I'm-
yes. But yeah, you can if you want to have
like
it. You
I
can have
had to
it.
back then, but now I went back home and I got my passport. Like no one's gonna tell you no in the country you're born.
Yeah.
No, they don't tell you no.
Unless you
And even-
explicitly renounce to your citizenship.
Yeah, and even
Because you're
my
not gonna
kids
do it.
can have citizenship there, even though they're not born there. When I went to get my I was just kidding. When I went to get my it's like a driver's license there, but it's your ID card.
Yeah.
In Romania, the lady said,
Mhm.
"Oh, you have kids?" And I said, "Yeah." I was like, you can get them passports too." I was like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, all you need is their birth certificate,
Yeah.
that you are their mom and they're
Mhm.
half Romanian after you, and we can issue them
You could do it in
passports."
an embassy here if you really wanted
Yeah,
to.
but it's easier there. I'm just next time I go, I'll just get it done there.
Right.
Because here I have to through the embassy. I have to go through the embassy. I think it's either Washington or Cali, that Romanian embassy.
Cali's a consulate, and Washington is the embassy.
So
Mhm.
I have to go to the Romanian embassy in
You
the
can go
United
to
States,
either, yeah.
and there's no one here. You have to make an
None.
Oh yeah,
appointment.
here there's nothing.
Yeah, you have to make an appointment, and then yeah, no.
Okay.
All right, you guys,
Yeah.
that wraps it up. Thank you for watching us at 2kBELOW, and make sure you guys hit that subscribe button.
And share, comment, tell us what you think. Tell us if you think the guy is the asshole or the mom.
The mom.
The mom is the asshole. Yeah.
Make sure you follow us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Spotify.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
having me.
watching.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.